The Elias Makos Show. News Talk Radio. CJAD 800.
Second hour of the Elias Makos Show. We have news to get to, but I need to start off the hour. We've got a listener who gave us a call over the last little while, and they've got a plea out for all of our listeners right now. Judith is on the line. Hi, Judith. How you doing?
Good morning, Elias. I'm scared out of my britches.
Okay, tell our listeners what happened to you just a little while ago and why you need their help.
About 45 minutes ago, I was bringing in some groceries into my Pine Avenue apartment, and I opened the front door to wheel in the chariot, and she skipped out, and I didn't see her because she's so small.
She is your dog. Your dog.
She's my little dog. Yeah, not a child, but my little dog, who's a very calm Italian Bichon named Hannah Banana, and she's got a tag with her phone number on it and her name on it, very prominent on her chest, and she's wearing it. She's never escaped before, but she's a rescue dog, and my worry is that someone's just taken off with her and absconded because she's awfully cute. Okay. But everybody in this area knows her because I've been in this area since I moved to Quebec.
And when did you move to Quebec?
About 50 years ago.
Okay, so Judith, so here's the All Points Bulletin for our listeners here, especially those who are driving around that area close to the Montreal General Hospital, Pine Avenue, right, is what you said.
Just by the dog park.
By the dog park. So we're looking for a 12-year-old Italian Bichon, and the name of the dog is Hannah Banana. So will she respond to that if I say Hannah Banana?
Oh, yes, she'll respond to Hannah, or... She's a very obedient, very calm. She does therapy at St. Margaret's each week in Westmount.
Goodness.
So she's a really terrific dog. She wasn't trained for it, but during COVID, I started taking her, and she goes pretty well weekly.
Okay, so Judith, I'm just looking up here. Oh, my God, an Italian Bichon. That is a cute little munchkin type of dog, right?
Her hair is combed back. They don't quite look like the French ones, so the hair is very short right now, and but they just look like a long... She looks like a long Caniche poodle, a little bit like a poodle, the way I have her cut.
That's right. And the coloring of the dog, white and gray?
It's very white.
Very white.
Just had a bath, yes, and I don't know why she did this. I'm so scared. Elias, I'm so thankful that CJAD took the call, though, because it just is another resource that I wanted to use.
Okay, so Judith, I'm getting text messages. People want to help, okay? So we'll put this out again, and so we'll monitor our phone line, so 514-790-0800. We have Judith's information, and we'll get you connected. If you have seen this dog, if you're traveling in the area, maybe you live in the area, or you're going to be driving through, we're looking for Hannah Banana, 12-year-old Italian Bichon, okay? And you said mostly white, the coloring of the dog.
All white.
All white. Fantastic. Okay, Judith.
And, I will text message you if I find her.
Okay, wonderful, Judith. I hope you find her sooner than later. Thanks for reaching out.
Thank you so very much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
And stay strong there, Judith, okay?
We're
pulling for you.
Bless your heart.
Okay.
Bless your heart. Bless Maxime, too.
Absolutely. Max Skadat, who took the call and made sure we got this on air. Thanks, Judith. Okay, so that's from Judith. Again, community effort today on, I know for a lot of people, long weekend. Many of you are off, so community effort. Let's find Hannah Banana. Okay, that's our good deed for the day. Hopefully we find this dog. I want to get to some news stories here this morning. Now, we touched upon this during the Big Five, the condo market in general. One thing that is absolutely outrageous to hear is that right now, statistically speaking, a condo in Montreal is more expensive than a condo in Toronto. Now, you may say that, Elias, that's insane. That doesn't make any sense. Now, I'm not talking about the dollar sign figure, okay? So yes, on just dollars alone, condos in Toronto are more expensive than condos in Montreal. But once you take into account that someone in Toronto makes much more money than someone in Montreal, actually, when you put it that way and you crunch the numbers, a condo in Montreal right now is more expensive. That is according to RBC that just released a report. Now, we're talking a lot about condos in this country over the last 2 weeks because the federal government has a new plan to help condo developers in British Columbia. And that's a place, if you think the Montreal condo market is outrageous, well, there's one that still is ahead of it, and that is Vancouver, where in Vancouver, for 500 square feet, you got to spend $650,000, if you can believe it. And the government came around, all these developers can't sell these condos. And the government came along and said, okay, listen, here's what we're going to do. We're going to come up with a plan to help out the condo developers. and buy some of these condos that simply aren't selling. So it's been a stinky story for the government for 2 weeks. It's not going away. Every time the government has a press conference, and yesterday they held one in British Columbia. Mark Carney was in British Columbia because they were announcing a progress on pipelines. But, of course, the questioning turned to this condo bailout. So I want you to hear some voices on this condo bailout. First things first, you're going to hear a question asked by a journalist, and it was asked to the Prime Minister, and the Premier of BC is right there, and boom, right away. By the way, if you want to know something here, last week, the federal government started to say this was BC's idea. It wasn't our idea. We're going along with it, but this was BC's idea, trying to make them take ownership of this really bad plan. So yesterday, question asked to the Prime Minister and the Premier. You're going to hear the question, and you'll also hear the Premier of BC say, I'm going to take this one. Have a listen.
You're hearing directly from developers that this is not what they asked for, and it is not, from their perspective, a bailout. When you buy something that's on liquidation, you don't say to yourself, I'm supporting a bailout for the store. This is an opportunity for us to recognize the reality that people can't wait for housing.
So, listen, I think we missed the question there from the journalist, which I think was key there. But I'll let you know this. That example that given by the Premier, saying this is akin to a store that's selling things on liquidation, and if you buy something on liquidation, you don't call it a bailout. I think it's a ridiculous analogy, because I tell you what happens if you go to a store and they have something on liquidation. They lower the price until someone does buy it. You don't go to a store and they've got the liquidation center section, and they're about to sell that shirt for $10 instead of $50, and then the government comes in and say, no, we'll buy it at $45. That's not what happens at a store that's selling things on liquidation. So I think a terrible analogy, because they're trying to explain away a really, really bad idea. Now, some people have said the reason this is happening is because the government is trying to do right by developers that have supported the government, the Liberal government in the past, and the former mayor of Vancouver, Gregor Robertson, who is now part of Mark Carney's cabinet. I want you to listen to this audio from 2025. This is March 4th, 2025, okay? And this is a clip of a condo conference, like it was a developers conference. And someone named Bob Rennie, who's a condo marketer in BC, this is over a year ago. He's going to talk about a plan and discussions he's had with the Prime Minister. This again, over a year ago. Have a listen.
I'm working with Carney, surprise, and I'm trying to get a rental program in where people can buy, put it into a 25-year pool, get a preferred rate from CMHC, and let's allow foreign buyers to buy it. They have to rent it out for 25 years, and it'll show the world that we are open for business.
So that's over a year ago, where you have a condo developer, condo backer in BC saying, I'm working with Carney on a plan to buy this, even let foreign buyers buy these condos. We don't have the details of the plan. The government is mum on how they're going to buy these condos and how they'll get them back on the market as affordable housing. But I think that's one of the things to look at, is how they will pull it off. All right. We got some breaking news. You want to hit me with breaking news here? It's that breaking. I think this is breaking. Can you hit me? Because it's okay if you can't. But I have some breaking news I want to get to. Let's see. We're looking at the buttons. Is it even possible? Here we go.
This is breaking news.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I got some breaking news on the provincial elections front, and it involves one of our own. Now, Justine McIntyre, who has been a faithful Big Five panelist for years and years and years, well, it was a few weeks ago where she stopped coming on the show because there was a rumor that came out that she'd be entering the provincial election. She'd be running in this election. And now we have the confirmation. Justine McIntyre is going to run for the Quebec Liberal Party in the riding of Saint-Marie-Saint-Jacques. That is the current riding of Manon Massé of Quebec Solidaire. But of course, now it's vacant for the because Manon Massé is not running again. So it is up for grabs, and Justine McIntyre will run under the Liberal banner in that riding. Big things happen to those on the Big Five, I'm just saying. All right, so the next time you hear Justine McIntyre on CJAD, it will be as an official candidate in these upcoming elections. All right, when we return on the Elias Makos Show, listen, it's summertime. I know many of you eat a lot of hot dogs over the summer. That is my hot dog eating time of the year. Like wintertime, I hardly eat a hot dog. But summertime, I'm eating quite a few. So when we return, we're going to answer this question. What's in a hot dog? Let's do traffic.
Listen, and you're there for heart-wrenching knockouts.
World's biggest stage
and breathtaking triumph. 2026 FIFA World Cup. The knockout stage. Every match, every moment. Listen on TSN Radio. Join the globe on the road to the July 19th final. 2026 FIFA World Cup. Stream it all live on TSN Radio. Available on iHeartRadio. The Elias Makos Show. News Talk Radio. CJAD 800.
Ladies and gentlemen of the world, look on his works, ye mighty, and despair. He has surpassed the kings of Egypt. There is nothing in this earth that is not now a monument to this man. With 71 hot dogs and buns, 12 victories in Coney Island, the champion of the world, Joey Chestnut!
From 2019, Joey Chestnut winning the annual hot dog eating competition. It is time to talk about hot dogs. Some of you are excited about this. Some of you are not. I have Luc and Gatineau, says Elias. No, please don't ruin the hot dog by telling us what's actually in it. But what if I told you that maybe the answer here is a good answer? Let's find out what's in a hot dog. I know one guy, the only guy I want to talk to about this is Dr. Joe Schwarcz. You know him and love him. He's a member of the CJAD Wall of Fame. And of course, he hosts the Dr. Joe Show Sundays at 3. Dr. Joe, welcome back to the show.
Hey, thanks, Elias.
All right.
Very much.
How many hot dogs are you eating, Joe?
Well, if I had to make an estimate, I would say probably 10 a year.
Oh, hey, that's a great number. That's a good old number here. I like that. Not too high, not too low.
And they almost all come from the Bell Center at hockey games.
You know what? It's funny because hot dogs, so much of it has to do with the atmosphere. And I know for a lot of people, hot dogs mean summertime. It's something to eat when you're having a barbecue, you're outdoors. Now, I'm going to ask you a very simple question, maybe a complex answer, maybe not. What's in a hot dog?
Well, it is not ground filet mignon. Okay. But that doesn't mean that the meat in it is inherently unhealthy. It's not your prime cuts that are ground up and put into the hot dog. But that's not the concern. The concern is what else is in there. And the major concern is salt, because there's an awful lot of sodium in a hot dog. And we know that we want to limit the amount of sodium that we ingest, because it can boost blood pressure, which of course is not good. Mm-hmm. The other ingredient of concern are nitrites, mostly sodium nitrite, which is put in there for its preservative value, because you don't want to get sick from any kind of microbe that may be lurking in the hot dog. And nitrites are excellent preservatives. However, there is a but. And, in science, there's always a but, Yeah. And the but is, in this case, is that nitrites in the body can also form compounds called nitrosamines. And those are carcinogens. Now, of course, that needs a bit of an explanation, because the term carcinogen just means that something has the ability to cause cancer under some condition in some species. But that doesn't mean that eating a hot dog is going to, have one foot in the grave for you. Yes, I would say that if someone makes a habit of eating hot dogs every day, then there would be a concern about the nitrosamines. But when we're eating hot dogs occasionally, there is no issue, just like with, most other foods. It's a question of how much you eat and what the contents are.
Moderation.
It's been said that there are two things that you don't want to see being made. One is the law.
Yeah.
And the other, and the others are sausages.
Okay, let me get to the all-time. I think the all-time greatest hot dog of all time. The goat of hot dogs. There's no goat in it, and that's the Costco one. Okay, the Costco Kirkland signature beef hot dog. I'm looking at the ingredients list. Yeah. Okay, you stop me when you say, "Oh, that's a problem." Number one ingredient is beef. Then you've got water. Then you have dextrose. That's a sweetener, right?
Dextrose is just another term for glucose, which is the most common carbohydrate that we ingest. Whether you're eating bread, whether you're eating pastries, whether you're eating pasta, you're ingesting glucose.
Then we have salt. Again, you've just mentioned salt. Yeah. We got to be worried about levels of salt, but salt's there. It's number 4. Then there are spices. We like spices, right? Spices is good, right? Excellent. Yes. And then we've got, now here's where it gets tricky. Sodium lactate.
Okay, that's not a problem at all. Sodium lactate is just a salt of lactic acid, which is what you get in milk.
Okay,
so that's no issue.
Garlic, we love garlic. That's a good thing. Then we have sodium diacetate. Bad, good?
Irrelevant. Sodium diacetate is something. It is salt of acetic acid. Acetic acid is vinegar. So that's just put in there for flavor. That's not a problem.
Gotcha. And then we have another sodium erythorbate, and then there's a sodium nitrite as well. So a lot of sodiums, that's all adding up to the salt category.
Yes, that all adds up to a pretty high sodium intake. And the other thing that is in there, of course, is the fat content. Now, that's not listed separately because it's part of the beef. It's part of the meat. Anyway, I'll tell you a little secret. I had not had a Costco hot dog, although I had heard a lot about them until 2 weeks ago when I decided to try it. So that now fits into my 10 hot dogs a year. I liked it. I got to admit, the flavor was good.
Can I give you the next level? The next level here, and I did this for the first time maybe 3 weeks ago. Okay, I for the first time bought the packages of the Costco hot dogs that they sell in the fridges.
Okay,
and they sell it in 2 sizes. They sell it in like Costco food court size, the gigantic one,
right?
And they also sell what they call bun size. So I brought those home. I tell you today, I probably have those for lunch. I'm going to have 2 of those for lunch, the bun size, not the big ones. And they're so good, Dr. Joe. They're so good.
And listen, not every morsel of food that we put into our mouth has to be evaluated on whether it's healthy for us or not. There's pleasure to be had in life, and that has to be factored into what we eat. Now, of course, as you said, moderation is of course important, and we don't want to be eating 2 of those hot dogs every day. Okay, but if you enjoy them occasionally, there's nothing wrong with that. We do a lot of things occasionally that we enjoy, even though there are risks associated with it. Right? I mean, I go bicycle riding. I know that there's a risk. I drive a car. I know that there's
big risk
associated with it. I mean, we do things, and so if you worry about every morsel of food and every drop of beverage that you drink, you're going to drive yourself crazy, and that is contraindicated for health.
Can I just ask you, Rab, because and I love how you said it, right? Like, what's the when we talk about the meat that's in there? You said it's not filet mignon, it's not grounded up filet mignon, but I think there's some worries. It's the absolute opposite of filet mignon. I have people who send me notes. It's the lips and it's tails and it's toes and that.
I mean, some of that is true. I mean, the lips and ears and those things can get into there, but I mean, just because that kind of sounds bizarre doesn't mean that it is a nutritional problem. And in fact, those are generally high in protein. So I don't see a problem with where in the animal it actually comes from. But the history of these things is interesting. People don't know that we've been eating, I guess, sausages, but they weren't called hot dogs back then, since the days of the Odyssey, which takes us back to about 850 BC. And Homer in the Odyssey mentions eating sausages. Now, I don't know if that's going to be incorporated into the movie that's going to be coming out. And I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be some production, I think.
Hey, Christopher Nolan.
Yes, Christopher Nolan and Matt Damon is going to be Odysseus. So it's going to be interesting. I doubt that they will mention that Homer actually sang of sausages in the Odyssey.
I can't wait for that review. I can't wait for that review. Like, wow, fascinating, incredible movie. I don't understand why they spent half an hour on sausages, but I digress. Dr. Joe.
Maybe they have a minute of such. I hope, But for sure, I tell you, they will have some interesting chemistry in there, because I'm sure they will talk about Circe, the enchantress, and how she used a plant to turn men into swine.
Ooh.
Although some people would suggest that you don't need any extra things to turn men into swine. She used something called molly, which is today we know it as the snowdrop plant, which actually has a compound in it that can cause hallucinations. And the story is that they actually hallucinated being turned into animals. We'll see if they address that in the movie as well.
I hope it's fodder for an episode of the Dr. Joe Show, Joe. Thanks.
I will watch the movie for sure, and I bet that there will be stuff in there that we can talk about. But the hot dog as we know it actually goes back to 1904, when Anton Ludwig Furtwanger, Bavarian peddler, set up a booth at the St. Louis World's Fair.
Yes.
And since the sausages were sold that they were greasy and hot, he loaned customers white gloves with which to hold them. So eventually people took off with the gloves, so he knew another solution. His brother-in-law was a baker, and he came up with the solution. Why not put the Frankfurter in a bun?
And the rest... And the rest is history.
Yeah.
Dr. Joe, listen, my whole goal of this segment was to make people eat at least a few more hot dogs, but not get carried away. And I think we were successful. You're the best. Come back real soon.
Okay. Maybe I'll try one of those smaller Costco bun-oriented hot dogs.
Okay, but the problem is, Dr. Joe, they don't sell them in packs of 1 or 2. They sell them in packs of 36. So good luck with that. That's Dr. Joe Schwarcz. You know him and love him as host of the Dr. Joe Show.
Listen, and you're there for heart-wrenching knockouts,
World's biggest stage,
and breathtaking triumph. 2026 FIFA World Cup, the knockout stage. Every match, every moment. Listen on TSN Radio. Join the Globe on the road to the July 19th final. 2026 FIFA World Cup. Stream it all live on TSN Radio. Available on iHeartRadio.
We return. Traffic court. Oh, yeah, hit me with the music. Call in, plead your case, give us your stories of going to court to fight a ticket. That's next.
Listen, and you're there for heart-wrenching knockouts,
world's biggest stage,
and breathtaking triumph. 2026 FIFA World Cup, the knockout stage. Every match, every moment. Listen on TSN Radio. Join the Globe on the road to the July 19th final. 2026 FIFA World Cup. Stream it all live on TSN Radio. Available on iHeartRadio.
All right, it's that time. You know the music, you know what it means. It's time for Traffic Court on CJAD 800. Did you recently get pulled over? You see those blue and red lights flashing? Go, oh no, what's this going to cost me? You get to your car after parking and find a parking ticket on it. Do you have an all-time great story about getting a ticket and want to share, want to be judged? We're to take those stories next. Lori is already on the docket. She's going to give us her tale out there in Dorval, and we'll take all of your other stories. 514-790-0800. Traffic Court is next.
Listen, and you're there for heart-wrenching knockouts,
world's biggest stage,
and breathtaking triumph. 2026 FIFA World Cup. The knockout stage. Every match, every moment. Listen on TSN Radio. Join the Globe on the road to the July 19th final. 2026 FIFA World Cup. Stream it all live on TSN Radio. Available on iHeartRadio.
Radio.
In the CJAD 800 traffic court system, the participants are represented by two separate yet equally important groups. The CJAD listeners who commit the infractions, and Elias Makos, who judges the offenders. These are their stories.
Next thing I knew, the sirens were blaring, and he pulled me over, and he said, "You ran the red light."
So, wondering if I can go contest it, but unfortunately I don't have any evidence.
Lindo, you got bigger issues here.
Police officer pulled me over and said that my registration and license had expired.
Boy.
He said, "You got to check with SAC Click."
Oh, boy.
I believe it's my constitutional right not to wear a seatbelt. I don't.
What?
He came out the car, and I said, "Guilty, guilty, guilty. Don't give me a lecture, just give me the ticket." And he was laughing.
You better have stopped there, Stephen.
I tried, but I was on ice and snow.
Can you handle the truth?
I could handle it. Go for it.
Jeannie, you shouldn't have parked there. I mean, you're on camera. You admitted it on CJAD. You were doing it.
The thing is that the 40 is written so far that you can't even see it.
Cry me a river.
Why did they use this one type of sign?
It doesn't matter. I'm just the CJAD fun radio judge. The real judge is going to throw the book at you.
Traffic Court. Elias Makos considers your case on CJAD 800.
All right, get on the docket right now. Want to hear your stories, whether you just got one, maybe you're driving along. You know, this is the deadliest time of year on Quebec roads, this period between Fête Nationale and Canada Day and this 2-week period. So the SQ is out there. Maybe you recently got dinged. Maybe you had a lead foot. Would love to hear your stories. 514-790-0800. We're going to begin Traffic Court this week with Lori. We find her in Dorval. Hi, Lori.
Good morning.
Morning. So I see here the comments I've received, the information I've received beforehand is that this is a REM ticket. Now, I don't know if this is about parking at a REM station or something else. So fill me in here, Lori. What's this ticket all about?
All right. So using the REM for the first time, heading down to the Jazz Festival, excited about the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Get to the station on Sources.
What show were, now this is important, what show were you seeing at the Jazz Fest? Because if you say Angine de Poitrine, I'm going to say not guilty.
Melody Gardot.
I never heard of her. Okay, so let's continue.
All right, so we get to the station. There's not an employee, a soul to be found. There's a self-serve ticket machine. Mm-hmm. We're not teenagers or, super tech savvy, so we try our best. We believe to be walking away with 2 one-way tickets into town. Yeah. Get into the train. A couple stops later, 2 security guards get on, asking for proof of purchase. We provide ours, only to be told that we have a one ticket, a one return ticket.
Oh, you had a one return ticket, not 2 single ways.
Tickets, exactly.
Okay.
Unbeknownst to us. So we explain to the security guard, it's our first time. We thought we did it right. Our bad, but an honest mistake. Not having it. You need to get off the train, but get this. Gives us a $288 ticket.
You are kidding me, Lori.
I'm not kidding you. And then I tell him he's being unreasonable, and he tells me if I don't stop talking, he's going to give me another ticket.
What?
Yeah.
What kind of a power ego trip was this guy on?
You got it. You nailed it.
Oh my goodness, this is crazy, Lori. I know, honestly, I can't believe it. It's like he had caught you jumping the turnstile or something.
Like we're trying to get away with $3.50 savings.
Now wait, so obviously you did have one ticket, so he gave one of you a ticket, right? One of you one of you got off without a ticket. Exactly. Oh man, so who got the ticket in their name? Was it you or your husband?
I did. I know.
Oh man, wait.
But I got his name too.
Okay, but why didn't your husband say, "Hey, give me the ticket"?
Well, because he had the ticket.
Oh, okay.
He had the ticket. I'm the one that didn't. Exactly. And my husband is a retired police officer. He tried to get some sympathy from it. Not a drop.
Oh, this guy's envious of your husband that he was a real deal police officer. I tell you what. Okay, so Lori, are you going to fight this?
Absolutely. And not only that, we're going to win it.
Oh, I think you're going to win too. You're going to show up, you and your upstanding husband, you're going to show it. So, have you sent in how do you contest a REM ticket? Do you have to go to a website? You have to mail it in? What'd you do?
We haven't looked into it yet. Apparently we have 30 days.
You do?
But it's a done deal. Whether we have to go to, down to court or whatever. I mean, it's so preposterous.
Listen, try, send them your quote unquote evidence, send them the photo of that you bought a ticket, send them the explanation. Hopefully you don't have to get to court.
Right.
But at $288,
can you believe that?
You gotta fight this sucker. Okay?
Oh, we are. I promise.
Now, will you ever take the REM again?
We will, but we'll be damn sure that we're getting our tickets straight.
Okay. Listen, Lori, great story. Keep fighting the good fight. Keep us in the loop, by the way. If they accept your explanation and cancel the ticket outright, or if you need to make it to court, we want to hear about it, okay?
I'll be sure to share our win with you.
All right, Lori, I love that. Oh, I love the confidence. Not guilty. This woman is confident and upstanding, not guilty.
You're not going to get a ticket.
Thanks, Lori, for calling. And what a way to spend an evening, huh? Getting a $288 ticket on the way to the Jazz Fest. Would love to hear more stories about the REM. I heard the going thing when it comes to the REM was getting a ticket for parking at a REM station and not paying, or being in the paid lot when you wanted a free lot, that kind of stuff. This is a first one here. 514-790-0800 to get on the docket. It's 10:45. We'll do traffic and right back.
Listen, and you're there for heart-wrenching knockouts.
The world's biggest stage.
And breathtaking triumph. 2026 FIFA World Cup. The knockout stage. Every match, every moment. Listen on TSN Radio. Join the globe on the road to the July 19th final. 2026 FIFA World Cup. Stream it all live on TSN Radio. Available on iHeartRadio. Where the noise stops and the conversation begins.
Welcome to the Graham Richardson Show.
It's national conversations, from major policy shifts to the fun, unexpected trends and friends everyone will be talking about. The Graham Richardson Show, today at noon, right here on CJAD 800. Listen, and you're there for heart-wrenching knockouts.
The world's biggest stage.
And breathtaking triumph. 2026 FIFA World Cup. The knockout stage. Every match, every moment. Listen on TSN Radio. Join the globe on the road to the July 19th final. 2026 FIFA World Cup. Stream it all live on TSN Radio. Available on iHeartRadio. Traffic Court. Elias Makos considers your case. On CJAD 800.
Yes, indeed. Continuing traffic court. Before we get back to our phone lines, we've got a listener on the docket. And if you want to join in on the fun, 514-790-0800. Let me read you a couple of notes on the text line. Christy is responding to our previous story you had with Lori, who got a ticket for riding the REM and not having the right type of fare. Christy writes this: the REM inspectors on the South Shore have been giving tickets to people, including young teenagers, since the beginning. And many are sadly very arrogant while they're doing it. I've seen it happen numerous times, and it's true that it's really not 100% clear which ticket to buy. So more reason for our first caller, Lori, to keep up that fight and to fight that ticket. I have another note from a listener telling us a story about getting a ticket in Laval for being in the wrong lane. Oh, I need to know more about this. But they make a point that they're upset about the cost of the ticket. It was $120, but there's an additional charge called the contribution. And our listener decides to be a wise guy. Mails in the ticket and writes a note saying, I believe contribution means you want to donate money to a cause of your choice, and asked what this was for. Of course, I haven't received a reply. Let me tell you something. If you do that with your tickets, they may give you an extra ticket for being a wise guy. Let's go to our phone lines. We have another Lori. Oh my God. Are we only handing out tickets to Loris now? Lori's in Point Claire. How you doing, Lori?
Well, I've been better.
Uh-oh. I don't like to hear that way to start a call-in segment here. So, Lori, tell me what kind of car you drive.
I drive a Chevy Traverse.
A Chevy Traverse. What's the fuel economy there?
There's not.
There's not. Oh, okay. All right, Lori, I'm already feeling for you. What happened to you?
Okay, so I come home around 11 p.m. July 1st, Canada Day. Point Claire didn't pick up their garbage like they said they were going to.
Oh.
So the bin was in front of the driveway, so I squeezed in my driveway in front of another car, got out, checked my bumper to make sure I wasn't in the street, and I was not. But my fender was just over the city curb. I don't have a sidewalk.
Yeah.
It's just a curb.
Yeah.
Point Claire security came by at 3 o'clock in the morning and gave me a ticket because my fender was above the curb.
Oh, my goodness. Now, listen, I want to say something here, Lori. You know, I have seen occasions where people, sometimes it's because they buy a car that's frankly too big for their driveway, and like half of their butt is sticking out into the sidewalk or the front end, right? I've seen that before, and I always wag my finger. I'm like, give those people a ticket. I just think about people who are coming by in a wheelchair or people with strollers. Like, so I am very much someone that says this is not a good thing to do. You shouldn't do it. But it sounds like, for your case, this is not what was going on here. You weren't blocking a thing in actuality.
No. Nothing. No, and what city truck is coming by at 3 o'clock in the morning? And I wasn't in the street. I was in my driveway, but my fender was just over the curb. Anyway,
oh boy.
I digress.
Okay,
the
so
city didn't pick up the garbage. I was flooded in my driveway, and no compassion.
Well, how much was the ticket?
$93.
$93. Did you take photos?
Yes, I did, and I'm contesting it.
You are going to fight this sucker. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Lori, listen, I can understand why you're not doing great here. It's, July 1st. What a Canada Day to get a ticket. And, of course, it's been tough on flooding and everything else. So you've got plenty of reasons to gripe. And I want to thank you for calling in, okay?
Thank you for having me. Have a great day.
I think I tell you what, if you go take this to court, I think it's 50-50. And I think it's all going to be about the judge's good graces. So, Lori, just think about that. Endear yourself. If you end up in court, endear yourself to the prosecutor or the judge. I think it'll play in your favor, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Lori in Point Claire getting a ticket there. All right. Let's go to Maxim Cadet now because we've do a roundup of fun stories that are fun, sometimes not so fun. Here's Maxim Cadet's traffic court roundup for the week.
Let's start off in the good old Laurentian, shall we? As on Saturday, June 27th, cops in Rivière Rouge had a busy day, to say the least, on Route 117. Their first traffic stop was at around 11:30, where a 25-year-old man was caught going 145 kilometers per hour when the speed limit is a 90, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
145 in a 90, $1,106 to that ticket, 10 demerit points, and his permit has been suspended for not 30 years, as you would like, Elias, 7 days.
Not enough. Not enough. I'm just telling you.
1 hour later, they get a 54-year-old driver rolling 143 kilometers per hour in a 90. He gets a ticket of $872.
On the 117 again?
On the 117 once again. And 872. And guess what? We're staying on the 117 at 2:30 p.m. that same day. They find him a 60-year-old man, 60, going 150 kilometers per hour in the 90 zone.
You know, listen, you got to be dumb to go that much over the speed limit. But I'm telling you, this time of year, the SQ, they're all over this. This is the deadliest time of the year. The enforcement is there. So it's good to see actually that they nailed 3 drivers back to back to back at a time of year where we need to actually be more careful, not less careful. Take me to the RCMP here. I want to hear about this.
Yes, we go to BC. Langley RCMP say they've collected over the weekend 48 traffic violation tickets issued to 48 different drivers. 39 drivers were ticketed for driving more than 20 kilometers per hour over the posted speed limit.
Well, 20's fine.
And 5 excessive speeders had their vehicles impounded for 7 days. So all that in Langley BC.
This is the one I really want you to get to, and let's talk about people getting off of their tickets here. A lawyer using experience here to get off of a $100 speeding ticket or fight a ticket here. What do you do?
Yes, we take you to Washington, D.C. in the United States, where this lawyer, he was caught speeding by cops. He was given a ticket of $100. Now, the lawyer's name is Matt Ricciardi, and he argues that traffic cameras, have a margin of error of 1 mile per hour. So in DC, if you're going 10 miles per hour over the speed limit, you're not given a ticket. As soon as you hit 11, you get and you get caught by a cop, you get a ticket. Because he argues that the speed cameras have a margin of error of 1 mile per hour, and he was going 61 miles per hour instead of 50, that the courts cannot conclusively say that he was going faster than the authorized speed limit.
And it worked.
The courts agreed with the lawyer, and he got away from getting from his $100 ticket.
Got to find out if that would work in Quebec. All right, let's go to this story from a previous traffic court. This is Michael telling us about his parking ticket. Let me go to Michael in the East End. Hey, Michael.
Hi, I got a dinger one. I got a good one. Okay, I drive a Honda CRE.
Okay.
Okay, I was parked at I was picking up my wife. It was a Friday night. It was 5 o'clock exactly. I was picking her up at the shopping center because she works at the bank. She was coming out, in a couple of minutes. So I parked in a handicap zone because I was just waiting, and I see the cop car going around. This cop car put on her lights. She literally ran to me, parked the car behind me to block me. I go, what's going on?
Yeah.
I go, she goes, you're parked in the handicap zone. I go, I know. I have my hazards on. There's 5 empty parkings, and my wife is literally coming out in 2 minutes. To no avail, she gave me a ticket. The kicker, 2 days later, I came out of a parking lot, and I made a left turn where I wasn't supposed to, right? So the cop comes up to me, I give out my papers, goes back into the car, comes back and sees me and says, you know what, I see you got a pending ticket for handicap zone. I'm going to forgive you for this one because I feel bad. Didn't give me a ticket.
Now, Michael, let me tell you something. Hold on. The judge needs to speak here now, Michael.
Yeah.
You parked in a handicap spot?
Yes.
And you don't have a handicap vignette, right?
No.
Okay. Michael, I'm throwing the book at you. I'm upset.
Why?
I'm upset at the other cop for not giving you the second ticket.
Why?
Because it's the most of all the parking rules.
I never do. I never do.
That's always the story. You never do.
But you have 5 of them. I'm waiting 2 minutes for my wife. She's coming out.
So park in one of the other 5.
It's all handicap zone. The 5 handicap zone. The parking lot was full. But not only that, but listen to this. I never got I never paid the ticket because I never got a warning that I had to pay a ticket.
What?
I never paid it.
Oh, you're the luckiest man alive, Michael, and you don't deserve it. Michael, I sentence you. Michael, I sentence you to this. This is the toughest sentence that I can hand out on traffic court. I sentence you that every time now, Michael, you drive anywhere, the car in front of you is a Kuminoto. That's my sentence to you, Michael. Guilty. Michael's guilty in the East End. That you got to learn. Don't call traffic court if you parked in a handicap spot. When we return on the Elias Makos Show, we have an update on Hannah Banana, the Italian bichon that went missing just over an hour ago. Has Hannah Banana been found? Or do we have another urgent call out for you? Well, you'll find out after the news. Also after the news, Eurovision. Canada will be part of this Eurovision Song Contest. How big of a deal is it? We'll find out next.
Listen, and you're there for heart-wrenching knockouts,
The world's biggest stage.
and breathtaking triumph. 2026 FIFA World Cup, the knockout stage. Every match, every moment. Listen on TSN Radio. Join the Globe on the road to the July 19th final. 2026 FIFA World Cup. Stream it all live on TSN Radio. Available on iHeartRadio.
You're listening to the voice of Montreal.
News Talk Radio, CJAD 800.
An iHeartRadio station. Listen,
and you're there for heart-wrenching knockouts.
World's biggest stage.
And breathtaking triumph. 2026 FIFA World Cup. The knockout stage. Every match, every moment. Listen on TSN Radio. Join the Globe on the road to the July 19th final. 2026 FIFA World Cup. Stream it all live on TSN Radio. Available on iHeartRadio.